So guys, I had a dream that I kept on watching something I really love to watch, romance mangas. So in this dream, every time I watched it, I'd hear God's voice. And let's be truthful with each other, not all romance mangas are for all ages. So in the dream as I watched, I'd hear God's voice say, spend some time with me. And I just kept on saying, okay God, later. But something is that as time went on, it grew more desperate and worried. But in the dream, I just couldn't stop watching. I kept on watching and watching and watching. Then I heard God's voice vividly say, you are risking your life. Something clicked. I realized that a lot of us in this world are risking our lives for the pleasures of the world. You are risking your impact. You are risking your purpose. You are risking your destiny. You are risking your eternity. Do you want to stay in the dark mess of worldly pleasures and as you chose have an eternity in hell? Guys, there's a Bible verse in Songs of Solomon 2 verse 15. It says, catch us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. Those vines are our lives. Guys, this goes to me too. Do you want those foxes to destroy your vineyard? Google says a vineyard is a plantation of grape-bearing vines. Probably the Bible used grapes because they're soft and squishy and a little more pressure, they're crushed. Are you gonna let those little foxes to destroy your life? We have to eliminate those things that draw us away from God, that stop us from spending time with God. Then, in the dream when God gave the last call saying, you are risking your life, I finally put my phone down and said, okay God, let's spend some time with you. I woke up. Now there are two different things that my waking up could mean. One, it could mean that it was time to wake up because God was done relaying the message. Two, waking up was to highlight the fact that by the time some of us are ready to stop those vineyards, it would be too late and they're completely destroyed. Or by the time when you're finally ready to grow up in spirit and spend time with God, it will be too late and He'd be here. Two different outcomes for different types of people or Christians. Outcome one, you did not choose God at all on this earth, and you know what it means not to choose the light. It means you've chosen the darkness. There are two options and two options alone. Light or darkness. It means that set of people chose hell, and that's where they're spending their eternity at. It's not a joke. Second group of people, you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, but you decide just not to spend no time with Him on this earth. And finally, when you go to heaven, you're like, God, oh God. He's like, wait a minute, what did you do on earth to glorify my name? And what do you say? Oh, nothing. Those lives that could have been saved if only you caught those little foxes. The thing is that as Christians, when we do these things, we're not only risking our lives and our eternity, we're also risking the lives of the unbelievers around us and the unbelievers in this world. You all need to be careful and eliminate those foxes. We all need to be careful. Don't let them destroy you. Eliminate them all. My church, King's Church, taught me to be brutal with those foxes. Bomb them if you have to. Just make sure they're gone. The verse didn't say catch those large, huge, scary lions. It said catch the little foxes in your vineyard because they're gonna eat your fruit. Don't let them eat your fruit.